President Trump is imposing new tariffs, forcing American importers to pay a 50% tax when bringing in Canadian goods such as dairy and wine. KTVB's Terrence Holden joins us now in studio. Terrence, you spoke with a few local experts on how these tariffs could hurt or even help Idahoans. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Justin, it was interesting in speaking with a few of these experts because there was a mix of results, and some in the Idaho dairy industry are glad to see the Trump administration is stepping in.
We appreciate the administration's efforts here because what they're trying to do is get Canada to live up to the agreement and what they've committed to within the USMCA agreement.
For Rick Nairbout, he believes that this order by the Trump administration is what could help grease the wheels in the U.S.'s trade agreements with Canada.
I don't think any of us are believing that they're going to fully fix all the issues, but we'd like to see some movement from Canada to come our way and to live up some of what they committed to.
Canada is Idaho agriculture's top international market, buying more than $450 million worth of Idaho food and agriculture in 2025, with cattle being the largest export. And Nairbout told me he doesn't think the tariffs will hurt Idaho's relationship with Canada because of how strong the business partnership is. That doesn't mean tariffs won't necessarily hurt consumers.
In general, tariffs do raise prices, and they have had an effect on Idaho households in the range of $1,500 to $2,000 or so overall. Having tariffs in place will likely lead to increased consumer costs in general.
The president invoked Section 338 of the Tariff Act of 1930, the first of its kind use of power, which allows him to impose 50% tariffs on a trade partner. Professor Burkhart told me some of the issues likely arose from Canada's other trade agreements.
The Canadians might be giving some preferential treatment to the European Union as opposed to the United States, which may be the basis of the U.S. Disagreement with Canada on that particular issue. And I would imagine that that could be negotiated.
And if Canada were to respond to Trump's tariffs with their own tariffs, it could hurt Idaho agriculture's exportation of cattle and other products to Canada. However, Prime Minister Mike Carney did say trade negotiations will intensify over the next few weeks as nothing is set in stone yet. Justin?
All righty. We'll keep an eye on it. Terrence, thank you.